Hi everyone, this is Sam Clausen recording my interactive technology reflection. So I'm going to answer the 3 questions, starting with what experiences have I had with interactive technologies as a student or teacher. So as a student, I've used a Promethean board, different apps, and student response systems the most. I used the Promethean board in elementary ed classes where we played different educational games and incorporated them into lesson plans that we created. A lot of the apps I've used as a student include Socrative, Kahoot, and many more. And these were also mostly used in my elementary ed classes to teach us how we can use them in our future classes as teachers. And I've used a student response system in one class, which was an astronomy class, and we used the clickers to answer questions throughout lessons and on PowerPoints, and also for when we took tests because it helped the professor with grading. As a student teacher, I've used Promethean board quite often in a classroom that I helped out in for about a year. The teacher mainly used the Promethean board for math because it was connected to their curriculum, and I really loved how interactive it was, and the students loved getting to use it. Okay, so the next question is, which rendition of the interactive whiteboard and remote would I choose and why? Which interactive app did I like the most? And if I could just choose just one for my future classroom, which would it be? So the interactive whiteboard and remote I would choose is the Promethean board and Promethean remote. I've used the Promethean board and absolutely love it. Like I said, it's easy to use and has so many different ways to use it. I love that students can have an interactive experience on such a big screen, and I feel like it will help them enjoy learning because it is something new. I like the Promethean remote as well, just because it can have a full keyboard on it, which I think is really cool, and it is connected to the Promethean board, so I think it would be the best choice. The interactive app that I like the most is probably Socrative. I think it's just a really quick way to take like a quick quiz at the end of a lesson. Yeah, I just really like that one, and that's the one I would choose for my future classroom if I could only choose one, but thankfully I can choose a lot of apps. So question number 3 is, what were my thoughts after reading the Scott Falls, Fark, and Peterson article? Do I think I would have similar results if I utilized clickers in my future classroom? So I thought the whole study that they did was pretty interesting and well thought out and well set up. I was honestly kind of surprised at the results, though. They showed that there may indeed be a benefit to learning from using student response systems, and I definitely believe that. I just didn't think in a second grade class it would be as beneficial due to students thinking they were a toy and just being younger students. I was pleasantly surprised, though, that it worked so well. I really liked how they talked about how one of the special needs students in the class said that the clickers helped him to focus better and improved his education. I really like how clickers can show a graph of the answers on the board as soon as students submit their answer. And I think it definitely helps the teacher easily see where students are struggling and easily see where he or she needs to fix their lessons and kind of go back and reiterate what they've been teaching. I'd be interested to see how this study would go if done in different schools, such as inner city, private schools, bilingual schools. If I utilized a student response system in my classroom, I think I could get positive results. Definitely if I worked hard to craft good questions and had solid student guidelines in classroom management, because I definitely think students have to know that they have boundaries when they're using technology. I think it can be very helpful in almost any subject and would help the students become more engaged during lessons. So that's all.